God. What? It's a snook.
Monday afternoon, and it's been windy. We've been here for about 3 or 4 days here in Jupiter, Florida, visiting my daughter. We're at a little bungalow, about 100 yards at the end of this little canal. About 100 yards behind me is the Indian River. We're just north of the lighthouse, and we're on the west side of the Indian River. And I like to get in the Indian River with the kayaks. There's a 2-man kayak, our little cheap one that we bring up from Louisiana, and our little 1-man kayak, and fish up and down the Indian River. And I fish hard. I fish with swim baits and topwater baits and try to catch a snook, try to get a blow up, try to get a hookup. And I've lost a lot of lures out there on some pretty nice snook. Well, anyway, so we're just sitting here enjoying the afternoon. The tide's low. I'm waiting for the tide to start coming back in before I go back out. And Holly was down there at the end by the kayaks, and she saw a little snook, a foot long, 14 inches long. And so we went down there just to look at it. And so I just started throwing my rod, just for the heck of it, and I'm on about the second cast. The biggest snook I've ever hooked in my life, and I'm going to show you that video in a second. We landed it, it was all up around the kayaks and in the mud, and anyway, we landed it and released it, and it was about a 44-inch snook, at least. The biggest snook I've ever hooked or landed, my personal best. But what I caught them on is this these little reaction innovations. I just wanted to show that, just to make a record of it. It's this Houdini skinny dipper. And what I'm doing is I'm putting it on this weighted hook, the little Gamakatsu 5/0 weighted hook. And this is actually the one I caught it on. I bit off the head and chewed it up, and I'm still trying to get some distance out of it. But anyway, it's threaded on that weedless hook, and I just swim that bait through the water, and that big old snook smashed it and gave me a pretty good run. He got out. I caught him right out in the middle, just past the kayak. I first hooked him, and then he almost got out to the Indian River, taking drag. And I had my star drag turned all the way down, so he was taking it all the way out. And then I was lucky to be able to turn him and bring him back in and get him around. Anyway, so we'll look at that in a second. You'll see the catch and the release, and I just want to thank my wife for helping me with the rod when I went down the ladder, and thank Holly for spotting that little snook and doing the filming. And it was a real family effort, but as you can see, I'm pretty jacked up about catching that big old snook right here, just out walking distance from the bungalow.
Where is it? There it is. Look at that next to the kayak. Oh my God. What? It's a snook.
Carol, you filming, Holly?
I got it, yeah. Okay. Trying to get in there and move the kayak around.
It's okay for fraction. It's not there.
Can I? There he is. Quickly, he's making a run for it.
George would be into this.
Yeah. All right. Oh, got the crack.
It's okay, it's just a crack. Fish is more important.
All right. Video, yep, it's recording.
And that's how you get a snook.
gone. He lived to see another day.
He was that big.
He was.
was pretty big.
He was. He absolutely was.
He was huge. Right here.